So if you are Jeff now, yeah, you move the
Uh-huh.
tree.
Yep.
You move the two linemen, and you're good, right?
I think
Kinda.
so. Yeah. Maybe.
Because the
Yeah, I think this is fine.
yeah, I don't think you switch up the rule of five. I think you move it over a bit, maybe position like you did one lineman.
hmm
Um,
I think as the Wood Elves, you probably want to maybe get somebody on the right side of his little well, on the right side of the screen as well to draw
yeah,
another dwarf over that way. Because if you go all the way to the left, it lets the dwarfs condense a little bit more.
yeah, and you don't want that as a Wood Elf team, right?
Yeah, you definitely want
You
them
want to
spread
play
out.
far and wide,
Yep.
yeah, and that's kind of what we see Jeff do as well, right? Making this screen.
It's kind of looking that way.
Um,
Well, he's just basically, yeah, he's just shifted the perfect five, protect five just over two
yeah,
squares into the wide out more or less.
yeah, and pull one elf forward just so you would
hmm
have some more elves on the line,
Yeah, so
since it's a free elf to not get hit.
this is a very important pickup, and in the rain, this is probably the scariest 1 in 9 that's going to happen all game for the dwarves.
Yeah, if Docmarc fails to pick this up, it's gonna cost him. The thing that we gotta remember here as well is that Jeff decided to stand a tree next to the strength 4 anyhow.
Yep.
So the strength 4 plan is still viable for the tree.
Yeah, I mean, right now he has a 1D on the tree.
Yeah, but knocking down the secondary lineman there, shifting around some guard.
Yeah.
Um,
I think putting the tree on the most like the strongest of the dwarves is good because like there's always a chance you don't knock it over, and then that's a lot of team value that the tree's eating up.
yeah, I can see that as well. So do you blitz the catcher on the right side then?
Um,
Or who do you blitz?
no, I think you just 'cause since this guy's no longer part of the Protect Five, you can Troll Slayer blitz him, right? Without
Yeah.
Frenzy trapping yourself. So I think you just Troll Slayer blitz. Oh, gets knocked down the tree. Took 3 dwarves to do
Yep.
it though, so
Yeah.
and I'm already as an edgy coach, I'm already kind of seeing a bit of a weak screen develop on the right side for the dwarves.
Yeah. Very much so.
So the runner can get up and get back midfield a little bit. He can get behind this nice solid wall of dwarves, but then there's not much stopping the rest of the elves from like maybe blitzing through here and bolting the runner and flooding through the backfield or
Yeah.
something like that. So this blitzer makes it a little bit better at least.
I would say that this blitzer kind of stops that momentum from happening.
Yeah, I think that that definitely helps. Except for you have this
Um,
one lineman right here who can maybe do something weird, but it'll depend. That
yeah.
does suggest to me that he's going to. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it looks like he's going to blitz the catcher, but he does not do that.
Yeah. It seemed like he wanted to mark down the catcher.
hmm
Um,
Oh, and there might be a surf up next turn.
yeah. And if I know, does Jeff have? No, he doesn't have any frenzy. Hmm. Oh, and he picks up the ball. Well
Picks up
done.
the ball, goes behind the big old wall of dwarves as expected.
Yep. So you served that trolls area, right? That's what we're agreeing on.
I think
Um,
I would very strongly consider it because that's a big piece to get off the field.
it's a serve on one of the strength 4 guys. It's a frenzy piece. It's basically everything you hate.
Yeah, it's a little hard to surf, but
Is
I,
it though?
I think so because I think it requires either a dodge or a leap.
So you place one there, and then you place one. Because right now it's a negative die, right?
Yeah, so
No.
you need to bring in
Yeah.
2 assists and also somebody to cancel out a Longbeard, Muscolo, to get a 2 dice.
True. True.
But the 2 assists you bring in will at least help with the other one. But then I think you have to either dodge through or leap over
leap
to
over.
do it.
Yeah.
So
It might be a bit.
fireball.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that helps.
that's a really, really good
Oh my
fireball.
Jesus.
Oh, and it's a Niggle Apple comes out
Oh.
immediately. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh my god. 5 out of 6 targets.
Wow.
And the only one who didn't get knocked
Okay.
down was the Super Runner, because of
Yeah,
course not.
never mind the surf. You're going for the ball now. Right? You skip the surf and just smash the ball.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, Crystal Hunter Point is saying the surf would have been like a 2D into a 2D with leap. So yeah, not insanely hard.
Yeah.
Man, the dwarves really are not happy about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 33 Lords. You did really cool that one.
I tell you what though, all these bodies from the dwarves are doing
Yeah.
a good job of getting in the way at least, right?
Yeah, they certainly are. They're still in the way. You still have to dodge through zones, and whatnot. I still believe that you can now maybe even not surf, but you can at least put Ira on the edge, right?
Yeah.
Because you want that square to be in that square anyhow, and use that movement to go around and then blitz from that side into your own team.
Yeah, and there's no way Jeff's getting more than a 1 dice on this runner.
There might be if he decides to put.
Well, he doesn't have any guard, and the only if he puts 2 assists on the back, he has to fight. He has to hit from a square that has guard.
Oh, true. Can he run over there though? It's a 2+ to make it over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, he's
it's a
only
2+2+ to get over there.
Right.
No, because you can't.
It doesn't matter if he goes over there because of the guard.
Yeah.
So he's only getting the 1 die, but it's good enough. That's 1 die is all you need, and this is a mighty blow hit. So
yeah, and it's a power as well.
And the Appo's gone.
And
it's an armor break.
Ooh.
And the tree has it.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I think both coaches are probably annoyed by this turn of events.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that just happened.
And so this game is off to a hell of a start.
Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna promote this game a bit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was.
God, what a fireball.
How many dwarves was it that he fireballed?
5 out of 6 went down.
5
one of them
out of
got
6.
one of them got niggled. One of them got stunned. Opened up a 1D on the ball, needing a POW, gets the POW, stuns the super runner. Yeah, and I like this. See, so he's put the catcher next to the tree for the handoff next turn.
Yeah.
And so that way he doesn't have to try and extricate the tree from anything. Meanwhile, the catcher is still protected. And the catcher has a likely lane to be able to run through. And there's no way for the strip ball to get to the tree anyway. So now, if you're the dwarves, oh god, what do you do? Oh no, poor Loser. Yeah, god.
Wow. Yeah.
So he's clearing people up. Looks like he's maybe trying to box in some of these elves a little bit.
Understandable. He actually Shane push his own dwarf there in to be able to punch that war dancer.
Yeah.
which is a nice move, I would say. It's a nice box play for him. And with all the guard that you have everywhere, you easily get assists.
Oh, yeah, well, he doesn't even. Oh, gets the POW and the War Dancer.
Yeah.
Gets the armor break. Oh, and it's injured. Oh no! Oh, that's gonna draw
Oh
the Apo.
no!
Oh, and
That's an
he's
early
coming back.
Apo.
So both Apos are
Yep.
already gone. Turn 2.
Yep. Turn 2, both Apo gone, and the wizard and the tree got the ball. Hi, random boy. Welcome to the match.
So Street's got strong arm. Watch for the long bomb.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Problem is the Agile 1, you're throwing on an Agile 2, which with basically one dwarf around him would make for a 5+ to
Yeah.
happen.
Oh, and he fails
Or
the
a 6+.
dodge out. Eats a reroll. Looks like he's going after. Oh, God, he snakes.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
Oh, Docmarc.
Ugh.
All right. Um. So I don't see any world in which the elves don't have half their team in the dwarves' backfield, just holding onto the
Yeah,
ball while the dwarves take 3 turns getting back to them.
yeah. The problem might the handoff is gonna be safe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For an onto an Agile 5
Yep.
player.
Hand ups to the snake, and then he runs down. He probably do some other stuff first. Oh, does hand off first. Which, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would probably hand off first because you're in a semi-safe spot here as the
Sure.
elves if the ball would to like fail the catch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, but yeah, exactly. With the built-in catch mechanic would fail, and now you just play elf bolt, right? You just move down, stall it out as long as you can,
Hmm.
and punch the wolves until your hands hurt.
Yep, yep. If this was Jeff during the regular season, I'd say he'd be trying to score right now, but I hope he plays a little tighter in playoffs.
I would believe that he does.
Okay.
I at least I hope so.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of skills in the middle of this field.
It's a lot of skills on the field, yeah.
No ban a tree pass? How do I ban people? I'm just playing.
Yeah. I don't believe it that we're gonna see some vanity passing.
Ah, God, I hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a vanity handoff.
He's already done his handoff.
Later on the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
next a few turns down, just to maybe scored on the thrower.
Yeah, that
Um,
that could be fair.
or
Or
a lineman that
the pilot on
needs,
catcher.
or the piling on catcher. Yeah, it's also a really good choice.
uh,
Because the firm,
how do you?
well,
I don't. Okay, so this is something that always bugs me when people make full cages from
mm-hmm,
angles that nobody on the enemy team can possibly get from or get to.
yeah,
And Jeff has gone and done that. Like, there's no way a dwarf comes from where that piling on catcher is. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
no,
And Jeff doesn't
is
re-roll it. Doesn't he realizes he's in a very strong position. There's very little the dwarves can do to get the ball off him next turn. So
yeah,
he just saves a reroll. I think.
yep,
Yeah, he did.
yep.
Where'd that guy even fail at? Oh,
And
there he is. He's hiding behind a tree.
yeah, there's a
So this looks pretty bad.
yeah, I would say so for Docmarc. It's looking
Yeah.
really bad, and as we all know, Dwarves aren't the fastest scoring team.
No.
Maybe the movement 7 um, runner can do something, but I doubt it.
Well, he can finally stand back up at least.
That's for damn true. Yep, that's very true.
um, Probably got a blitzer stuck. Well, the blitzer got touched too, so the blitzer can leave. Yeah, if he wants to get any chance to counter score this turn or this half, he needs to
Hmm.
somehow get these dwarves downfield.
Yeah, either downfield, or he's just gonna murder the elves that he can reach.
That's certainly an option.
And I think that's what we're kind of seeing.
Jeff is an old hand at elves, though, so he will happily watch as his elves get murdered as he wins the game.
Very true. Very true. And also, we will most likely see just Docmarc try to like reform his team around all of these elves and try to progressively move them further down to just at least put pressure on Jeff.
You need to somehow contain them into where they feel like they have to score or they're going to get smashed and turned over.
Exactly. And I believe that's what you do with this as he's doing. Mark the two backs of the cage and then pressure Jeff into making rolling dice each turn.
Oh, and he's blitzing. I like this because he's blitzing with got to reposition him farther down as well.
Yeah, I really like this play as well. Ooh.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. And now all of a sudden you have put yourself so you can actually blitz, or like if something fails for Jeff here, you all of a sudden are punching what 1, 2, 3 elves.
Yep.
All of a sudden.
2 of them really important elves too.
Exactly. That thrower and that Wardancer is really good.
If I was Jeff, I think I would try to stall one more turn.
Yeah.
To stall one more turn, you only need to do 1 2+ touch.
Yep. Exactly. You move down the catcher that you want to score with. You hand it over as the last. No, you hand it over.
I think I would just keep it on the Agi 5 guy.
Yeah.
For now, I wouldn't, and especially in the rain. Even if you have catch, do an unnecessary 1 in 9 when things are this precarious. I think.
Yeah. You score on the play that you can.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a handoff from because I know Jeff.
Yeah. Well, it's just there's nobody down here that's really close to leveling that matters. Like this Pylon catcher is mostly still a meme, and he still needs multiple touchdowns to level. The War Dancer is 10 SPP out from leveling. Throwers 15 SPP out. The Lineman's 10 SPP out.
Yeah. I mean, the catcher himself, the Agi 5 catcher needs it as much as anybody else, I guess.
Yeah.
As well.
So it kind of looks like he's going to take a hit on this guy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I
guess it is just to slow down the furthest guy up, right?
Yeah.
So the dwarves will like have like, oh, they're one of their own. Oh,
and he just runs it in. I think after he went for that hit, he kind of had to.
Yeah.
Because he used 2 of his players he needed to screen. He would only have the other catcher left to screen safely, and that's not enough.
Yeah.
But I like it. That was just not take any chances. Just get the score in. You've already put the doors in really bad position.
Yeah. 1-0 already is just a pain for the dwarves.
Yeah. And so now they've got 5 turns to counter score, which is still doable, especially with 2 Agi 4 dwarves.
Yeah,
it's definitely not
and especially
impossible.
Yeah, especially since one of them is movement 7. If you can really move this dwarf team up fast if you want to.
I guess the question is, which one do you carry? If you carry on Ekrund.
Yep.
No, you probably got time. Never mind. I was trying to think through like a 2 or 3 turn where you probably have to do a handoff. But with 5 turns, it's probably just fine to carry on Ekrund and not have to do any kind of handoff.
Yeah. Because you can move to the LOS line as your first move, right? In a cage formation of some sort. Um, After you've punched the crap out of the LOS line, and then um, after that you basically have the whole field, or like 4 more turns to
Yeah.
move across the field.
This is not a kind of kickoff.
It's not one that I would say is very kind. But yeah, you use
That basically eats a whole turn off of your score.
yeah.
All right, so smash elf time. Done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh ho! I forgot he had
I like
pylon.
how the dwarves is just like looking you in the eyes the whole way down.
Just staring you in the face. What are you gonna do about
Yep.
it,
What are you gonna do about it? I'm just
bitch?
murdering your team.
All right, so
And yes, True Blue, we have told the story.
yeah, it's a really good story.
It's a good story for the folks.
So okay, I really don't know if I'd want to commit people to this tree again. But Docmarc wants to,
Me
so
neither.
he gets the knockdown. It's all good.
Yeah. It's a weird conundrum, I would say, as the tree will always stand back up,
Hmm.
but at the same time, if you can get that tree out,
Yeah,
enough hits on it, it will get itself knocked out, right?
sure. The AV10 Dixie will eventually break.
Will eventually break on a 6-6. Um, um, does it break on a 6-5? No, right?
Yeah,
Because
it
it
does.
doesn't break on 911. Or
No,
does it?
it's an 11 plus.
Okay, it's an 11
Yeah,
plus.
you just have to roll higher
Um,
than the armor value.
okay.
So I mean, he could break on a 10 with Mighty Blow.
Yeah, which he often has, actually.
Yeah. Well, actually, if he had hit the tree with Mighty Blow there, he would have broken armor.
Yeah, there you go.
But he would have needed an extra assist to do so. Oh, and a double
Ooh.
skull. I think it's POW though.
Yeah,
But just eating up those
rerolls it.
rerolls that Docmarc is probably really going to want in the coming turns.
Yeah. Just left with one reroll. He's gonna need that if he rolls this poorly with his pals.
Oh, yeah, if he wanted nines here, fuck. He might not score.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's fine.
Pick up his
Easy as
gun.
you like.
Mm,
All right, so the dwarves kind of holding the center of the field, but giving a really, really wide gap on the left-hand side.
yeah.
So that probably means the wood elves are going to send some people down to threaten the ball. The dwarves will move up
Mm-hmm.
the right side, and they'll bring some of their front screen back down a little bit to cover the ball. And then they'll see the
Yeah.
wood elves shift back to the center.
You're not really handing off to anybody unless you're handing off to a blitzer.
Yeah, and in the
Um,
rain, that's kind of scary.
in the rain, it's a 4+.
Hmm.
I don't see that happening. So and this is what I mean by knocking the tree. Like, the tree will always stand back up, so you will have to have folks ready to punch the tree the next turn,
Yeah,
and the next turn, and the
and
next
next
turn. It's
turn.
taking up a lot of players
Uh-huh.
to do so.
Like a
To
normal
close.
tree, I can kind of see hitting it because hey, it might not get back up, and if it doesn't get back up, everybody's free to go.
Yeah, exactly. But on this, as on a movement up tree, no, not really.
Luke is saying the vampire can score in 3 turns with 3 GFIs from where he's at,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
that's probably right. Which isn't too bad, but 3 GFIs is definitely more than I'd want to make.
It's more than what I want to make with my pro elf team, I would say. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean, hmm, I guess you can also, if you stall this half out, um, you can't really take the ball back, right? You're losing if you don't
Yep.
score this half,
Yeah, if you
most
don't score
likely.
this half, good luck stopping the Wood Elves with an Agi 5 leaping catcher from scoring next half.
Yeah,
And then if you go down 2-0 in their half, even if you've got 7 turns to counter score, you're not counter scoring twice.
yeah, exactly. So you better score as many times as you can this turn or this half, right? As fast as you can, as Dorf.
He really needs to get a score in, or this game's gonna look really, really, really rough. It's gonna be to the point where oh god, I hope he snake eyes.
Yeah. Um, I like that he marked up the War Dancer, actually giving Jeff
Hmm.
some more dice to roll.
Yeah, he's
Because
got all
that,
the tackle. He needs to use it.
yeah, and that's the way to do it, I believe, as well. Just mark stuff up, um, be active on the pitch, and do stuff is gonna win you this game, I believe, for Docmarc.
Hmm. Where does he go with the ball?
That's the question I'm wondering too. Are you? Is he handing off here
No,
or
I think he's
passing?
bringing people back to cage. I think
I certainly hope so.
probably I would probably bring back the Titano. Well, maybe not. Titano's movement 3, so if you keep him moving far forward, you can use him next turn. So maybe I guess probably bring back Resco. Oh, here comes Titano. Okay. Um, and I think Ulysses
Yeah,
goes
because
on the backside.
you wanna use your blitzes in the forward spot, right? So you can then use them to move forward.
Yeah, and then you can leapfrog across the Longbeards, hopefully.
Yeah,
All right, so you've got a
I mean
cage.
you at least you got a cage.
Yeah.
We all know already that it's basically a non-user versus this elf team, but I mean, keep hitting them and they will go out, right?
Yeah, you hope so. He still has his blitz too with this Pylon guy, so it looks like he's gonna GFI blitz the War Dancer. Oh, doesn't
That's
get
a
the
good
knockdown, and you
target.
can't burn it.
Yeah, you don't greed reroll because you're gonna need that reroll for a G5 or something else in the end. Or a block. Most
Yeah.
likely a block. Because, well, 1 in 9s happen.
Well, that's dwarves, right?
Exactly, not the dwarves. They can do 1 dice all days.
Okay, so now as the Wood Elves,
Yeah. So you
is it
take.
just time to elf screen maybe? Or no, that's a
No.
little too early yet, right?
What you're gonna do is that you run with your linemen on the back side, mark those two because those two
Mm.
doesn't have guard.
Hmm.
Um,
So you think you go
and
for
then you jump in with your war dancer and pushing the ball forward,
push?
and then you pick it up with your Agi 5 leap catcher.
It looks like he's gonna put the sidestepper on the ball maybe instead.
Hmm.
I don't know if I would do the red die surf right now or the red die attack right now because he does have sure hands and he is strength 4. So you've got to get 2
True,
POWs, which is a 1 in 9 chance of happening. And I don't think it's that desperate yet. I think you can take more conservative measures.
true. How about then just sending some elves down so you at least have a scoring threat?
Oh god, if he had done if he had gotten those dice, just imagine. Yeah, well he's got
Mm-hmm.
he does have people kind of that are scoring threats. And I think I would base the ball just to make Docmarc roll as many dice. Kind of it would like
Yeah,
control the blitz. Well, he might just dodge out. He is actually 4, but just make him roll more dice.
yeah. I would like him to see him put a sidestepper on the ball.
I would kind of like that too, but then that's the War Dancer or the Agi 5 guy, and then that means they're getting hit by Mighty Blow Tackle, and I don't like it.
True.
If you had a
Um,
blodge step lineman, I'd be all about it.
yeah.
But I think I just would have based with this black lineman. He's in either he's rolling a dodge, which is good Snake Eyes, or he's
Hmm.
blitzing here, which means you can make a more solid screen elsewhere. But I did like earlier. We kind of glossed over it, but he's putting more people on the tree,
Yeah.
and he's kind of he's forming a bit of an elf screen around the tree. He's really
Exactly.
pinning people in.
So basically, Docmarc's dwarves are kind of locked in place.
Mm.
They can't really move too
Why
far.
did he hit that one? He was trying to maximize blocks here. Was what he was trying to
Yeah,
do. So he went for a 1D to try and get a 2D on the big scary one.
exactly. Because the big scary one does got stand firm.
Hmm.
So
I mean, I don't know.
and it threes roots.
I think I would have just dodged out and repositioned up front, maybe instead of
Yeah.
taking the hits there. But I think he's getting ready for
Hmm.
another 1D on the big scary. Oh nope, he's just gonna sit there. That's fair. Actually, I think that's fine because he either has to bring somebody into assist to hit it or
Hmm.
roll a 1D. But
Yep.
either way, this guy's in the way and has to be dealt with somehow.
Yeah. And you can't really move forward, right? Because that tree and the two elves are in the way
Yeah.
everywhere.
So he's
Um,
getting kind of pinned in here. It's a little scary.
yes, yes. Um, it's a real long shot that
Uh-huh.
you might be able to take down the tree. But the problem is that you don't want to cage. This is the problem with facing wood elves. Wood elves can use the tree as an anchor point,
Uh-huh. Yep.
and then just move, shift around that,
Yeah.
however they want. And just from the dwarf team's slow movement, they can't really make a safe cage anywhere.
Yeah. So to get a cage that has forward progress, they basically have to go through this small gap,
Mm-hmm.
which means they got to hit the Agi 5 guy. But even in doing that, they can only get to like safely. They can only get to like even one square in front of the sidestep war dancer.
Exactly, and then you're marked by the sidestep war dancer,
Yeah, or marked by the tree, or something
or you're
will
marked.
end up.
Yeah, you're marked by something, and that's the issue that he stands in front of at the moment. But at
Oh, and
least
the
this is the
sidestep.
good.
He's not going that way.
Nope.
I think he sidestepped to this diagonal.
Yeah, the top right,
Yep.
definitely. Yep.
And then it just completely shuts everything off. That also works.
That should. I would say that shuts everything off even more than going in diagonal.
Um,
So what you do now is
yeah,
that
I
you
think you're right.
use Titano as your most right cage corner. Move one step forward and accept that you have lost a turn.
Losing a turn right now. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, but you can't risk it with moving it forward into that cage, can you?
He's
Because your
going.
cage. Oh yeah, it's
He's got a
because
lot of guard on all the corners, so that means
true.
it's not that bad. Oh, he gets a
Oh,
nice.
that's a grab. That's a grab.
That's
So can
probably. Oh, can he pile this on?
he can if he
Yeah.
wants to. Yeah.
Oh, that guy's out.
Ooh, that's guy's out.
That's a big war dancer. He's fine though.
Yep, he's fine now. Um,
Yeah, this is still safe-ish.
Marked by a tree and calling it safe.
Ish. he can he can double base the tree. I think is the plan, and then the tree can only get rid
Yeah.
of one of them, and you still got a bit of a cage.
So if he marks the tree now with the runner, can he double die the tree?
Oh, okay. We're just
No, we're just making a really safe age. Okay. and red dying the tree.
I think you don't stand firm.
Even though if you would, it's rooted, so it won't go anywhere, right?
Oh, is that how that works?
I think so.
You can't be pushed if you're rooted?
Don't think so.
Maybe you just can't voluntarily choose not to stand firm? I don't know. It doesn't say anything about you can't be pushed. It just says your
True.
movement's 0.
True.
Yeah, I agree with Luke. The dwarves have no choice but to go forward here. I think he's done a good job of finding something out of nothing, using his stand firm and his
Yeah.
lodge stuff to make something that's at least going to take a decent amount of dice to get into.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Now might be the time to just elf screen though.
Yeah, it is. This is the turn where the elves go, okay, you got 2 turns left and you haven't still crossed the half line.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna stall you out. I would like to say it's a bad spot for Docmarc to
And
be in.
he still has to do at least 1 GFI from the place he's in. So
Yeah. And that's he has to go forward with 1 G5 and still protect the ball. Um
which means he kind of has to outpace his cage.
yeah. I would say good luck with that. Kinda. I mean, you can okay, so you can frenzy block or just one hit with Brusco, right? Down to the bottom elf. Then you have 2 free dwarves with one movement and one with 5. Then after that, you blitz with Ira towards the Agile 5 catcher that is marking the corner.
Okay, yeah.
And then you basically moved then half your cage up from that
Luke
point because you
says
have Masiko.
Luke says the best thing for the dwarves is just remove the other war dancer and potato. Which yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah,
Anybody but a war dancer is gonna have problems taking the ball off of him.
kind of. Yeah, that's the. It's an interesting choice blitzing over here, though.
Well,
From
it gets him off of the thrower,
true,
and then so that way he
true.
can't use that guy to move the thrower out of the way, which keeps that part of the screen more secure.
Mm-hmm.
And then this lineman really wants to come backwards. And he's got a couple. He's got some dice to roll to get there, I think, but he's got 3 rerolls in 3 turns. So if you're gonna roll dice, now's the time, right?
Yeah. This is where you spend all your rerolls and everything you can.
Yeah, I like these GFIs. Might have done one more maybe, but that's probably fine. There's like
It's
one lone catcher in the path, but then if he goes through there,
yeah. If you have to blitz that catcher and you have to knock that catcher out because where the catcher is, you want your ball carrier, and then you want the edge formation towards both the war dancer front and the other front.
you want your ball carrier like 3 squares past that catcher, actually.
True, but that's not how far you're gonna get. Your most forward players can't even get to a
Yeah.
front cage position.
But if he doesn't get what at least to like 2 squares past the catcher, I think he's not scoring.
Oh, is that how it is?
Yeah, he has to get to the line behind the elves with his ball carrier to even have a shot at scoring.
Yeah. It's looking rough.
Yeah, I think maybe you just try and get like the strength 4 guard and the blodge firm guard on either side of him up there and get him in range there. That might be the safest thing. Have guard him. Oh, and then he can get pushed out of. Oh god, yeah, that's not good either.
So
Looks like he's going to the sideline, but he still has to get. piling on catcher. Where's the pilot? There he is.
The funny, dynamic piling on catcher works for every opportunity.
Right here. He was hiding behind
Blue
the
did
tree.
not. Yeah, Blue did not let you down. He's safe.
So I didn't expect a sideline play, but I think it looks like he's going to the sideline, which I think maybe is better than trying to squeeze through this gap.
Yeah, because on the sideline you can at least get a couple of dwarves marking
Mm-hmm.
some
Then,
other people.
then again, sideline play against a lever, also scary.
Yeah, sideline play versus wood elves in general
Yeah.
is scary. Um, so
This runner can get in front.
true, true. With one GFI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have that one reroll if you fail that, and you try to mark up as many uh, dances and
You know what?
regular.
I think you do the 2 GFIs, and that way you can get to a spot where they can't just push you back 1 square and you don't score.
True. Yep. Well, we will see it now.
Did,
Yep.
oh, that was both of the GFIs actually to get there. Shit. Oh, because you went around the dodge, I think.
Ah, okay, yeah. I would have gone through that. I mean, it's an Agi 4.
Can he get anybody to block the leap? I don't think so.
No. It is if you successfully can knock down the tree, then you can move up to mark the leap guy.
Yeah. If you can knock the tree down on
But he
a,
decided to not
yeah.
do that. So, because if you would to pow the tree, you could mark then.
He
Oh,
just tried
he's
to do a
trying for
6
the
plus
6
touch,
plus.
which I think that was a good idea.
Yeah,
The guy wasn't doing anything on the tree anyway, right? So,
yeah. The
um,
tree is just taking 3 hits at this point.
well, I think you try to make a screen first, because you really only need you just need the most basic of screen because he can't take any sideways movement.
Yeah, you put the side stepper on the side, so it will always block his own path. Um,
First things you do is you get this catcher and this lineman down there, so there's something there, right?
exactly.
Because
Yeah.
you have to roll dice to do that. Then you try and get these other catcher and thrower as a part of it, and then you just do the uphill surf, I think.
Yep.
And that's uphill surf on the vampire, and if the vampire goes out, the second half's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be really rough
Because
if
it
that
goes from
vampire gets out.
if he's carrying on the wrestle guy instead of the vampire, it goes from an uphill needs a POW to something much easier. It's like just a 1 die looking for block whatever, and the ball's out of his hands,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yep.
pretty scary.
Pretty scary stuff. Yeah.
So I think at least Docmarc did a good job of marking all these guys with tackle, or marking them up so they do
Yeah.
have to. Oh, he's just going for the surf right away.
It might be just so he has recovery options.
Do
If
you
that's the
re-roll it?
case. Yeah, you do. You really want this surf.
I don't think you should have because he was sidestep.
True.
Which meant, yeah, I don't think he should have because he could have sidestepped in the way or something. Yeah, I don't think I like re-rolling it. So now he's got 2+2+ to score, or he can even move this lineman and just make it a GFI.
The fact that why I didn't like it was mainly because he didn't put up enough safety before doing all of that.
Yeah, not as well. I think I would have wanted to complete the screen first.
Yep. Exactly. I would like to complete the screen first before doing what he did, and then do the screen thingy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised though that he chose to do that one with the Troll Slayer when he could have blitzed the lineman and maybe surfed the lineman.
That would have been kind of
Though.
funny. Yeah, I don't think if he had done a screen first, I think re-rolling that might have been fine. But he didn't do a screen first, and so in that
Yeah,
case, I don't think he should have done the re-roll.
exactly. Yeah, I fully agree with you.
Definitely think he should have done the screen before he did the leap, though.
Yeah.
There's just there was no reason to do that. It was two pluses to make the rest of the screen. Can any of the dwarves
You
actually
don't.
get up there? I don't think they
No,
can.
there's no. That's why I'm so curious on why he did the block with the Troll Slayer, because Troll Slayer was the only guy who could
Yeah.
make it up there.
Oh.
But after that, Docmarc is now back into play. So.
Yeah, so now Jeff has to stall out like 5 or 6 turns, really, if he wants to win in regular.
Yeah. Jeff though got one turn 8 here, which he
Oh,
can
he does have a
one
1 turn.
8.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah. And the 1 turn is up for Wood Elves. They always are.
Yeah, and he's got an edgy 5 leaper, so like his 1 turn's like pretty fucking easy.
It is. It's pretty fucking easy.
Oh, he's got 3
Problem
stand firm?
is
3 stand firm? He has 3 stand firm. Doesn't matter.
okay. Yeah. Then you just put the 3 stand firm on the list line.
Yep. No 1 turn for the Wood
And
Elves.
be done with it. Yep. And just hope that you can cast one of them. Hopefully the Blodge one or the grab one.
He's putting a lot of people on the line.
He puts a lot of people online. I would not put the non-stand firm dudes on the LOS line though.
Nope.
Because that's just an opportunity for a 1 turn to happen.
Yep, I agree.
If anyone would come up with a solution for this 1 turn, it's Jeff, I would say.
Yeah, there's no reason to have these extra people on the line. This just gives him a potential chance.
Yep.
Because if it's a 3 stand firm, it doesn't matter what he does. He can't move them, right?
Exactly, but just giving the opportunity to like move Titano, for example. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a move from Titano to try to move Titano out and one turn from that angle.
Yep, and he's setting for it. Or he's set up on the strength 4 guy, Drugo, actually.
Yeah.
Which is something.
How and why?
He's stopped his setup. I think he's starting to think about this.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, is he thinking about 1 turning or not? That's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking about.
It kind of
right?
looks like he's just gonna do a vanity pass as a hit.
Yeah. No, he hopes for a riot to happen to be giving him an extra turn to 2 turn.
Yeah.
That's the setup. That is currently happening. I have been gained this method and treatment in person by Jeff. So
just hope you're a luck or noob, but easy.
Yep.
Is it the riot? Nope.
Nope. It's an extra reroll.
Alright, we're just doing hits then, it looks like, probably. And maybe
Yeah, most likely still doing hits. And most likely vanity pass in the rain as well.
I think he could have 1 turned off of Titano, though, like you were saying.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially since it didn't set up for any help around the backside of Titano. It was more fine when the guard blitzer were on the sound side below, but Yeah, I think it's a mistake from Jeff to not one turn, or at least try to one turn here. Or Jeff is drunk and thought that he had 2 turns.
Yeah.
Because it still seems like he's doing a damn 2 turn.
Oh shit.
And now just realizing that he only had 1 turn.
Yeah, that'd be really funny.
I wouldn't be surprised. Certainly still looks like a 2 turn to me.
Dude, that one turn was fucking easy. I'm really disappointed, actually.
Yeah. The 1 turn was possible. It was super easy to do.
Because he's got sidestep too.
Yeah. Sidestep and dodge and an Agi 5 leap.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's setting up for 2 turn.
Yeah, he is.
It's a full freaking 2 turn setup.
Yeah, it's a great 2-turn setup, isn't it, Odie?
Yeah. This is how you set up a 2 turn. It's like the better 2 turn setup you can't have.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff is just practicing his 2 turn. I need to ask him afterwards if he knows that he's on turn 8, or if he is just
I wonder if
pulling
Docmarc
yeah,
is
just
as
pulling
confused as we are.
bullshit on us.
Yeah. Maybe he's like, this is what I would have done if I got a riot.
Exactly. Exactly. This is what I would have done, and it would have been in the principle.
Would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been a fantastic. But yeah,
Alright,
it would if
and
it wasn't.
on to the second half.
Jesus, Jeff. Well, 2 elves are out. One. I can't speak. War dancer, and 1 regular blind elf. Yeah, in-game chat would be very interesting to see right now.
It's probably Jeff being like,
I
oh,
think
fuck.
I think it's Docmarc saying when we saw the war dancer stop for like a solid 30 seconds, I thought that's when Docmarc encouraged Jeff. You're like, yeah, it's turn 8, mate. You did realize that, right? And Jeff is just sitting there, yeah, fuck this. I feel that I have to be a bit unprofessional now and go and get something to drink because my throat is really drying out.
Alright, you do you, man.
So, be right back.
This match started an hour ago in Cesticide. I'm not sure when Superfed's match started. So it might be a long one. Yeah, I mean a 1-turn attempt could also fail, but I would at least have liked to seen him attempt the 1-turn on turn 8 instead of whatever he did. Especially because the 1-turn was really easy. Because like these 2 guys right here, right? And so you just put a tree there and the sidestep catcher. And then you just blitz into the sidestep catcher, he sends back here, fill in this T, tree pushes into him, and he's in range. Super easy. Needed a push and a pow. That's a nice armor break though. That'll leave a little bit of pressure.
Did he die?
No, it was just. I mean, it's just a rookie Longbeard, but it's always good to have less dwarves running around getting in the way, right? Looks like he's setting up.
Definitely, yeah.
Looks like he's setting up to blitz the really scary Longbeard. Oh god. Ah, I just get hit by the yawns all of a sudden. Sorry.
No worries. Try to drink something. It will help.
Gets the POW. Does he get the... Ah, mighty blow. Not good enough.
Nope.
Armor 9. Actually, the reason he didn't get armor broke there.
There you go.
I agree, Chris Leonard. The two back-to-back mistakes kind of gave or put Jeff in his position now where he's got a bit of a tough half ahead of him because he really needs to stall for probably at least 5 turns.
Yeah.
Or he's going into overtime. And I wouldn't want to go into overtime when this Palmer's running around hitting things.
No, especially if you're thinking about the future for the team in the playoffs.
Yep.
You want to have as a healthy team as you can after the round of 32, I would say, even. And after that, you're starting to think, I can do anything I want to try to win.
Yeah, sure.
But if you can both win and keep your team alive during the round of 62, 64 and the round of 32, you're in a good spot to be actually winning round of then 16 and 8.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing because like you want to go out to win, so you get higher. But also, if you win and you destroy your team in the process, then did you really help yourself?
Did you really help yourself? Like
Yeah.
your basically best war dancer dies immediately.
Oh man, he rerolls
Not really
that?
helpful.
What?
Okay.
Oh, hmm. He's setting up for. It looks like a quick score, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And he fell over. That's not good.
Um.
And this guy's probably getting palmed now.
It is very much so indeed, I would say. Getting palmed.
And probably 3 diced.
Yeah, probably 3 diced. I was about to say it would be even 3 diced versus the Troll Slayer, but most likely the Troll Slayer is too far away.
Yes.
Because it can't even get over there. I'm not used to casting these slow movement teams. Stop showing off yourself. I saw that.
I forgot about it. Luke pointed it out to me again.
Stroking your own name like that. I believe I was actually on the team.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, but I died, I believe.
I'm like the only named player that's not a default name on all of Jeff's team. Actually, right now, everybody else is just default Wood Elf names.
Actually, I can look this up so you can actually see if I were on the team.
Uh-oh, armor break on the Edgy 5 catcher.
Oop.
Oh, surely you pile that on. Yeah, there it is.
Of course you do.
I don't even know why there's a delay. And it's out. That's huge for Docmarc.
Yep.
Oh, and it's MNG too.
Every 1 turn has just gained like a difficulty level of 10.
So much more difficult now.
Yeah. It's
not that there should ever have been a 1 turn attempt, actually. I forgot about that. There shouldn't have even been a chance for Jeff to 1 turn.
Yeah. I just see, but it's hard also we gotta remember, folks, that we are sitting on a bench and just talking about it with 30 minds to get it, while these guys are trying actually to do it live. Yeah. It's a bit harder then.
That's a good point. I will I will try to be a little less caustic, but it was just
But
there's just a lot of silliness in
it's
those last turn and a half.
yeah,
I don't know.
it's still a lot of mistakes, right? That is happening, and we gotta
Oh
mention them.
no!
Ooh,
Well, you got to reroll that.
yep. You got too much of a turn left.
He's really burning through them now, isn't he? This is not
Yep.
looking great for the Wood Elves now.
It's not, but yeah,
So he's trying to rotate left. He can get up. He can probably get somebody in scoring position.
yeah.
It's like this catcher is now in scoring position, but he can also get easily smashed out of scoring position.
Very much so. Very much so. And it's kind of scary because you don't want to put
Thrower's going
down.
back. I like
Yeah,
that.
like
Although I
that
probably would
as
have done
well.
that. I would probably have done that like I don't know. I think I would have.
First,
Yeah, whatever. We're not gonna worry about it last turn anymore.
yeah, but like first action,
Yeah.
put the thrower in safety before you have to re-roll
Yeah.
your war dancer block.
When it's just trolling the troll slayer. Like come and get me.
Yep.
Imagine the trash talk that happens on a Blood Bowl field.
Oh. And imagine if it was actually like this, where like everybody stood still
Yeah.
until one player moved
Yeah.
into their square and just like, fuck you, I'm gonna punch you. No, you're not, because it's not your turn. Just stand there staring your opponent down the eye as they punch you in your face.
Oh man.
Didn't hurt, didn't move. Like, this is bullshit.
Still laughing. I'm easily amused. Another catcher probably about to get palmed.
Yeah. 6 die? No. Or 3 die, I meant?
Yeah, 3 die. I think so. There's just, you don't lose much by making it a 3 die. You probably don't lose anything really, because this guy could go like right here and be in a good decent spot and still be a 3 die.
Yeah.
Well, if you do that, whoa, excuse me, sorry. If you do that, Jeff might score.
Yeah, of course. But that's the risk always with any versus any elf team.
Well, he stood him up, so he's
Um,
not doing that. So he's probably gonna hit this other catcher, right? With the Troll Slayer and 3 die that guy.
Yeah. Yep. And that also involves a problem because the other piling on catcher is now in scoring range.
He is, but he is at least double marked. Which with the rain is 4 plus, no, 5 plus to catch with the rain.
Yeah, 5 plus to catch with rain. I guess you can blitz one of them off because one of them doesn't have a stand firm,
Yeah.
but it is strength 4 instead.
So that's gonna be difficult.
Yep. No, I just think that Jeff has put himself in a shit down the creek, really.
Yeah.
Where it kind of feels like the dwarves took advantage now over how few elves there is on the pitch, and it's like controlling the match
Yeah,
really heavily.
they're really asserting their dwarfiness
Mm-hmm.
and coming to fight, making Jeff roll dice to do anything, getting in the way. Really, really good placement of his strength 4 and his stand firm too, I think.
Yeah. It seems like the strength 4 and the stand firm is really doing a good job. And just having that vampire as a safety
So gross.
also helps, I would say.
So he can't even potato because
Yeah, exactly. You can't just like, oh, I'm just gonna block off this blitzer, and then shoot the ball on a 4 plus to the war dancer on a handoff, and just leap over, run out, because that's not possible because of the freaking vampire standing down pitch, looking you down the eye. And this doesn't help you one single bit, I would say.
Nope.
Just being stuck everywhere. Because I could see a world where you can mark the vampire with one of your catches, maybe.
Yeah.
or that alignment, and then blitz or jump over with the War Dancer if you could have knocked down the blitzer. Because none other player would have reached except the damn vampire.
He's just really getting tied down in the brawl. Like he took a lot.
He is indeed.
He put a lot of players into doing hits there. He's kind of. I think maybe you just pull back and try and get the dwarves to overcommit.
Yeah. And once they are over, you just raise up your catcher that are down,
Yeah.
that you never raise up now, and then score. Because the annoying part is that downed catcher is in scoring range from where he is laying.
Yeah, this is pretty silly. And he's got an Edgify thrower, right? So he can still do. And rain doesn't affect throws; it just affects catches.
Yeah, so it's a 3+ catch.
Oh, he's really going deep now. So probably see this other catcher dodge out and do a similar spot.
There you go.
So he's
now
really
you're
pushing
2
the score.
marks.
Only problem now is he can double mark both of these guys. He sets to do GFI to get on one of them, but that still makes it pretty scary to catch, and he doesn't really have much support for blitzing somebody off because the War Dancer has to double GFI to hit. Or just one GFI.
It's true. So, do you now try to... Yeah, you block this catcher off, like you did there, with the stand firm and in front. Yep. I'm showing behind. You blitz the other one down.
Yeah.
And then you just punch every elf you can, right?
Yeah, I think I like that. I think you commit the vampire to hitting the pylon catcher. Maybe even make it a 3 dice with the Fairweather.
Yeah, I think you do so. Because you have enough dwarves up here to deal with the pudge fest that is up here.
Yeah.
But you also have enough dwarves down here to blitz and actually make like really good blitzes, I would say. Down on the catches.
I agree. Oh, we bring that guy in.
Okay.
Is he gonna GFI to hit with Palm, maybe, or? No, surely he's doing that to make it a 3 dice. I think it's so. I don't know. I'm confused.
It's still a 3 dice with just 1 mark, right?
Yeah. Maybe he wants this Fairweather up in the fight somewhere else. That kind of makes sense.
True. Nope.
Oh.
Because we are moving up to mark the War Dancer with your vampire.
Okay.
Kind of risky. The one of the AV8 on the team versus.
It's a KO. And I think, God, wow. I kind of think you gotta go for the 4+ catch on the catcher now.
Yep. I'm really far behind somehow. Because your stream is even further ahead than me.
Oh. Well, my stream has like a 1.5 second delay.
Yeah, but your stream is ahead of my IRL game in Blood Bowl.
I've got a really bad habit of skipping cutscenes. I might have done that a couple times.
Yeah, I do that as well, so no worries. But
I say bad habit. It only really matters when I'm streaming with somebody else. I like that he did the GFIs to bring this dwarf back here to make this a 5+ catch. I think that really cuts off these options. But I don't know what else you do other than try that. Or maybe like, oh, okay, I kind of see something. So he can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get like he can run the catcher out over into this space on the left side. And then get like another guy down there and maybe get like 2 people to kind of screen it. It's not great. It's not very good.
But it's something.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing, I think.
Also, the problem is that the vampire is coming for your thrower, and you don't want to step too much back with your thrower.
Yeah.
You kind of want to pass from the LOS line, and up, because you don't want to make the pass too hard on yourself.
think.
But can you can hand off to the lineman, right? Then run the lineman over at the side, and
Yeah,
then just run in the catcher and then pass to the catcher
it's gonna
before.
take a decent amount of dice, but he can get the ball into this uh, empty corner of the field and stall here.
Yeah. So for the play that I'm talking about, it's a 2+ first dodge, straight
Okay.
dodge,
Yep.
with the catcher into scoring field,
Oh
scoring
yeah,
zone.
and just check it.
Then it's a 2+ handoff,
Oh.
or 3+ handoff to the lineman, Italian, because
Okay.
he's free. Then
Yep.
you just run the Italian and then pass to the
And then a
catcher.
3+ catch or 3+ throw and 3+ catch, I think, right?
Yeah, something along those lines.
So
It's
it's
a bit dicey side on the dicey side, but
yeah.
it is something. It's a play that allows you to score immediately. Because I think it's not wrong here to score. I'm starting to feel that Jeff is kind of in a position where he has to think about what he wants to do.
It's definitely he. I think he's led himself to a point where he either scores or he gets turned over,
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the two.
or he pulls some miracle dice out in 2 turns and somehow manages.
Yeah. And I believe also this is one of the famous Jeff need I need to smoke, so um you just let your turn run out.
Oh, Jeff. Well, that was Docmarc's turn actually. So.
Yeah, but Jeff
Oh,
talked to Docmarc and was like, "Yeah, I mean, I need to smoke. Just let your time turner run out,
I get you.
because it's a move that was super fed would like smash a screen."
Oh no.
So would just instantly press that just to get rid, and just be like, "Yeah, you pull your time, your turn." Another G-Man one about to fail here. Rambo, I wouldn't say so. I would say actually that Docmarc is in the lead.
Yeah, I think Docmarc's in the control of the game.
Yeah. The Wood Elf isn't really in the best spot.
All right, 1 dice pow.
On this pile.
That is a pilot on catcher.
It is a piling on that catcher. It's wonderful.
Well spotted, Truk.
So, kind of. Can you find the catcher?
All right, he's doing the handoff. I like how he's
I think so.
marking
Yep.
somebody while doing the handoff. Oh, that's not good.
It's a common
Yeah.
Wood Elf move. Oh, that's where you used your last reroll.
I don't know if you do the pass now. He's not doing the pass. He's gonna bring the
Nope.
catcher over and screen,
Yep.
or he's gonna try to. I don't know how he's
At
doing that.
least try to. Um.
But
Okay, so to tell again the story, the quick story about the piling on capture.
fuck.
Drunk Jeff equals I thought this was gone equals took piling on instead. That's the quick version.
Yeah, basically.
That's the super quick version.
What? Can't screen.
It looks like you have kind of screened off the main of the players,
No.
because the one that are still be able to move is the blitzer, but he's marked by the thrower, right?
Well, the vampire can get there.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
5,
just one
6,
GFI.
7. 1G5. Okay, yeah.
The sacker can get there with 2.
Yep.
He needed to do some GFIs on that last turn to make it safe, but he used the reroll on the handoff, so I don't think he felt comfortable doing that.
Yeah, but at the same time, what else were you about to do? It was a 2+ to dodge out. Um. So
Yeah. I don't know.